So I already did a video on OSINT a while back. Decent video, solid tools, did its job. But since then, I've gone way deeper into this rabbit hole and learned tricks that genuinely made me sit back in my chair. So tonight, I'm dropping everything I've found since then. The stuff nobody else is sharing. The actual tools the FBI uses. Tools that make Mautego and Shodan look like the beginner tier they actually are. Let's start with something most people sleep on completely. Pipel and Spokio are fine for surface level stuff, but the real professionals reach for something called IntelTechniques, built by Michael Bazell, a former FBI cybercrimes investigator who now runs the most respected OSINT training operation in the field. His site has a free search tool collection that aggregates dozens of lookups into one place. Usernames, emails, phone numbers, all cross-referenced instantly. This is the same methodology actual federal investigators are trained on, available to you for free right now. Now, let's talk about something that will genuinely blow your mind. EPOS. You give it an email address and it tells you which Google services that email is tied to, whether there's a profile photo associated with it. Sometimes even a real name pulled straight from Google's own systems. People think their email is anonymous. Epieos will frequently prove otherwise in about 4 seconds. Sherlock is the next one, and if you've never used it, prepare to lose an evening. You give Sherlock a single username and it checks that exact username against over 400 websites simultaneously to tell you everywhere that name has an account. Someone uses the same username on their throwaway Reddit and their real Instagram. Sherlock just connected them. Run it from any terminal and watch the results populate in real time. This is genuinely one of the most underrated tools in the entire OSINT space. Then there's Holehe, which does something similarly unsettling, but with emails instead of usernames. Feed it an email address, and it silently checks that address against over 100 platforms to see which ones it's registered on, without sending a single password reset email, without alerting anyone. It works by exploiting subtle differences in how registration pages respond to existing versus non-existent accounts. One email address in, and 30 seconds later, you have a partial map of someone's entire digital footprint. Now, here's where it gets genuinely federal level. Graykey and Celebrite are the actual tools law enforcement uses to extract data from seized phones. But the public-facing equivalent that regular researchers can access is something called Celebrite's own published methodology documents, and more practically, Hunchly, a browser extension built specifically for investigators that automatically captures and timestamps every single page you visit during an investigation, building a fully documented evidence trail as you browse. Real investigators use this so that everything they find is admissible and reconstructible later. For geolocation, forget basic reverse image search for a second and look at something called Overpass Turbo combined with OpenStreetMap data. Investigators use this to cross-reference visual landmarks in a photo, a specific style of streetlight, a particular road marking, an unusual building shape, against actual geographic databases to pin down a location with shocking precision. This is exactly the kind of technique Bellingcat uses to geolocate conflict footage down to the exact street. SpiderFoot deserves a mention here too because it automates almost everything I just described into a single scan. Point it at a domain, an email, or an IP, and it pulls from dozens of data sources simultaneously, including breach databases, building a full relationship map automatically. It's open source, it runs locally, and most people who've heard the name still have never actually run it. And then there's something most OSINT content completely ignores: court records and public filing databases. Pacer for federal court records in the US and equivalent public registries in most other countries contain an enormous amount of information that nobody thinks to check. Lawsuits, property disputes, business filings, all public, all searchable, and frequently containing addresses, employment history, and financial details that no social media platform will ever give you. None of these tools are illegal. None of them are hacking. Every single one works because the information was already public, posted, filed, registered, or leaked into a breach database that anyone can search. This is also exactly why I built a full OSINT course inside Cyberflow Academy, because the tools I just listed are genuinely scattered across forums, GitHub repos, and obscure training pages that 90% of people learning OSINT never find on their own. And the community inside is full of people actively doing this. Links in the description, code CYBER50 for 50% off. Now, let's wrap this up properly. Andrew Tate posted this video a while ago.
In the absolute middle of nowhere. You can't even tell me what country I'm in. In fact, this is a challenge to that weird autistic kid.
If you can find what country this video was taken in, the first 3 people who get it right and use it as a coupon code for Cyberflow's Academy gets a free month of Cyberflow's private community. Good luck. See you in the next one.